today. One pot perfection as we get cooking Creole style and show you how to make this jambalaya risotto. I'm Jeff Philbin and this is Dinner DeeAs. This is the show where we take ideas for dinner and turn them into Dinner DeeAs. Sharing his recipe with us today is John Thompson, owner of the food truck This Little Pig, Jambalaya Risotto. What makes this different than a regular jambalaya?
Normal jambalaya, normally made with enriched rice. However, its natural discovery through Creole culture actually comes from like Spanish paella.
Okay.
But using local ingredients.
I love it.
So decided to kind of elevate this a little bit and take some of the, I don't know, mystery out of risotto as a whole.
And you lived for a little bit in New Orleans too.
Yes, sir.
So then right there, you're kind of getting all that magic happening and getting influenced.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love it. So what's the first step then in making this dish?
First step, you want to go ahead and get your meats, chopped up and ready to go.
Okay.
And this, you can use really anything you have in the fridge that's already been cooked.
All right.
You don't need to go from raw.
So what are we working with right now then?
This is just a pan-seared chicken thigh.
Okay.
Just salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic on it, and andouille that we sourced out of Louisiana.
Nice. So what is andouille sausage then?
Andouille sausage is just like a local sausage blend, known for its high fat content.
Okay.
It just has huge marbled pieces of fat.
I love it. And this had to come from New Orleans to make a dish like this.
I mean, it doesn't have to. You can use smoked sausage. You can use really anything you want. You want to put shrimp in there?
Okay.
Anything you got in the fridge.
I dig it. I dig it. So what's the first step after we get all of our meats chopped up?
After you get it chopped up, get some butter in the pan.
Cool.
And we go ahead and start cooking the meat.
I dig it. Let's go for it then, my friend.
Awesome. Get you a couple pats.
Okay. So we're just going to start with just a little bit of butter. All right. And all we're trying to do here is just to get a nice little even coating for all of that meat to start. Is that where we're going to have like a base from?
Definitely. And you also want to kind of start marrying your flavors right from the very beginning.
Okay.
So we're going to use the natural fat that comes from your meats.
Okay.
And the butter, because butter just makes everything a little bit better.
It totally does. So this is like order of operation. Starting off with what's going to be your proteins first so it can render some of the fats out, you're saying?
That's it.
I dig it. All right. And what are you looking for in terms of color when you hit that pan?
Honestly, what you just want to see slight caramelization with the andouille or any sausage really. You'll start to see the casings pull back a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
I dig it.
Give it a couple of tosses. And you're good to go. And actually
Awesome.
turn that down a little bit and start getting our vegetables ready to go in.
Sounds like a plan. All right, let's go ahead and get that going for it. All right. Now, what are we working over here with now?
Starting at kind of the base of Creole cooking, this is Trinity.
Okay.
Okay. Most people are used to working with mirepoix
Okay.
from French cuisine. Creole's kind of pulled up a little bit different. Celery, onion, and pepper.
Okay, so that's the Trinity then.
That's it. That's
All
the
right.
Trinity. That's it. You just sub out your carrots with pepper.
Carrots for the peppers. All right.
In this one, we actually use red bell pepper, and I like a little heat, so we also have jalapeno.
Now, is that going to make it too spicy though?
Not at all. You can, when cleaning this, you can take it out, take all your seeds and the pith that's holding your seed pod on. That's where most of your capsaicin lies in the pepper.
How do you do that then? Let me see how you do that then.
Let me grab a knife real quick for you. Be more than happy.
All right, cool. Because, I'm not going to lie to you, my friend. You've got an incredible food truck, but what your food truck doesn't have is the Chef Jeff can. And I want to kind of see what you all at home need to see of how we're going to make sure that this is not going to lay and make it so that way then when you touch your hands later on, you're getting all that just, spiciness that comes through on it. So
invest in gloves.
And you're using gloves right now too. Is that part of the reason?
Always. I mean, and food safety. It's
Okay.
just a general thing.
Okay. Now, what are we looking for in terms of a chop?
Chop right now, we're just doing a basic, about 1/8 inch, not quite brunoise, which would be a little bit smaller.
Uh-huh.
And so we've just stripped out, julienned our
Okay.
peppers after we clean them.
Okay.
And then we just come back across them.
Now, what is a julienne cut then?
Julienne cut is a long strip. So you take your longest side and create strips from the products that you're using, be it meat or vegetable.
Okay. And then what you just did is you just turned it, and then now
That's
you're just
it.
getting
That's it. You come
all of
across
that diced piece.
Yeah, that's it. Just that easy.
All right. Now, with taking the seeds out, how much does that now influence the heat factor?
You've brought your heat factor down, I mean, depending on the pepper. Obviously, if it's corked or shows corking, which literally looks like a bunch of brown veins,
Sure.
there's heat in the pepper flesh.
Okay.
So, I mean, it all depends on the pepper.
It all depends on the pepper.
No two peppers are created the same,
No two
unfortunately.
peppers are the same, but we also have this red bell pepper too, so what else do we have to do here?
So for the red bell pepper, it's kind of the same thing.
Now, you got a technique to this, it sounds like.
Definitely. It's called
so what's the secret?
It's no waste pepper cutting. You cut it right behind the stem. Your stem pops out. Take your butt off.
Okay.
Place that on top. Cut down the side. And go right in along your pith. There's a lot of the bitterness of the pepper will lay right inside here.
Mm-hmm. One move. You just totally took all of that out. There's like not a seed anywhere.
That's it.
Okay.
Keep your cutting board clean. Push that off to the side. Those are from the jalapenos, unfortunately. And then same thing. Now this one we're taking the short side julienne to make more of a matchstick cut. Just like that.
And what does this allow you to be able to have when it's all said and done?
As far as?
I mean, uniformity.
That's it. I mean, you're basically trying to get your vegetables all the same size so that they cook pretty much in the same amount of time.
Yeah.
You don't want a bigger chunk of pepper than you do onion.
Okay.
You know, so you want it to get soft and impart those flavors all at the same time. Same thing, we just turn it 90 degrees, come back across, hold them together, use a gate, keep your thumb behind your fingers, folks. You don't want to lose a finger doing this.
Safety first at all times. I mean, I was meeting with your child just a little bit ago, and it's just like that was how we got Holden to know the safeties around a knife was just simple stuff.
That's it.
Because you want to make sure it's safe, because those are really, really important factors here. And what's really also important is that to get John's recipe for this jambalaya risotto, go to dinnerdeas.com, get your phone, scan the QR code right up on the screen. It's going to take you right there so you can be making this dish. Do you have a technique for onions, though? Because that is something there that I think is just totally confused so many people at home of how to really cut an onion and to do it right.
Definitely. Onion, again, clean it however you like. Remove your outer skin. Take off the top. You have a nice flat cutting. Right through the root, directly through the onion. Put it on its side, and now we start creating horizontal cuts. Right in the same size you pretty much want your final cut to be.
Now, is that hard to do?
I mean, sharp knife.
Sharp knife
saves lives.
Is like as a trick here for it there. Okay.
Definitely. And then you come right across. As you can see, we're kind of creating a squared out, almost a checkerboard pattern in our cuts.
And what also you have now is control.
That's it.
You were able to take something that was round, and now you're safely able to lay it flat and to be able to get to it.
Definitely. And you've also kept the root on, which is important. So all this stays together.
Why is it important to have the root still on then?
Well, because if you take this off, it all becomes loose. And now you're moving your fingers and actually trying to, So then you just come back across, just like the rest of our cuts.
I dig it.
Real easy. And it kind of keeps that same uniform cut, just like that.
I dig it. I dig it. All right, and what now happens next?
Next thing, we've got this nice rendered. Got a lot of the fats coaxed out of that meat. Now we want to start putting in our veg.
Awesome. So when we come back, these veg are going to hit that pan. We're going to demystify deglazing as our journey to a finished jambalaya risotto continues here on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz, the show where we bring you ideas for dinner that you can make tonight. John Thompson is with us, owner of the food truck This Little Pig, and he's here sharing his recipe for a jambalaya risotto. Before the break, we fried up some smoked sausage and chicken. We added in our onion. What's next?
Next up, we got to start getting our other parts of our trinity in. I like to go first with our red pepper. Celery has a little bit more water content. It goes in next.
The celery goes in next for the water content.
That's it.
And I want to show you all of that right up here because we want you guys at home to see John's technique with this close-up as I can get, because I've got the Chef Jeff cam here to show you everything starting to come together All right. What's next?
Next up, jalapeno.
Okay.
Go ahead and start getting some of that heat in there. And then our aromatics come in.
Okay.
So that's shallot and garlic.
Now the aromatics are coming in. What does that mean?
This is the thing, these are the elements that are first going to hit your nose.
Okay.
Okay, and that's pretty much how you're going to interpret the dish when you start to eat it.
I love it because I'm starting to get some of those smells starting to waft here. You know, we've got so much of just everything bringing those flavors, and being that you layered it, you rendered down that fat. Now you've got a place for the vegetables to really cook in. Now you're taking on that flavor. That garlic now is starting to kind of come alive.
That's it.
I'm digging it.
A little bit of sweetness from your shallot.
Okay.
Fresh bay leaf.
Fresh bay leaf.
This is thyme, only thyme. What we do is we put it in a bouquet, we wrap it so that later we can just put it out, chuck it in the bin.
Love it. Love it.
Instead of having to pick out, you know, stray stems, what have you.
Now, if you didn't have the availability of fresh bay leaves, can you use bay leaves that you would find in the grocery store that's dried?
Definitely. Dried bay leaves are perfectly, I mean, they're a great option.
Does it change the cook process for you at all?
You want to double up the amount of bay leaves.
Okay.
I found. With dried, they don't have a strong flavor.
Okay.
So yeah, these fresh ones, you know, as they start to get bruised, as we stir it around, it's going to bring out some more of that laurel.
Okay.
All right. And now we need to go ahead and hit our first seasoning.
All right.
Nice big pinch of salt.
Okay.
Oh.
Any specialty salt or?
This is Diamond Kosher.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all I use in my recipe building. That's, you know,
That's the
preference.
staple. That's what you build off of.
It's the preference for
It's the
most chefs, I
preference
think,
then, all
but,
right.
you know, it's always going to be a debate. Next up's a little bit of ground pepper. And then this is my own Creole spice we make in-house called Creole Magic.
All right. So what do you have in this then? What are some of the secrets? If you can share just a few of them with us, then.
Of course, cayenne, smoked paprika. That's where we're going to start introducing even more smoke into the dish.
Okay.
Oregano, dried thyme to reinforce the fresh thyme's flavor. Paul Prudhomme makes great Creole seasoning packets, and if you can find the low sodium chacheries,
Okay.
because you're already adding salt in, you don't want to oversalt your dish.
And so you don't have to do it all yourself.
No.
There are some ways that we can make this, you know, a
Definitely.
little easier for others
And
at home.
honestly, any sort of seasoning packet you have, these are my personal preferences. You can, you know, you can change this dish however you want. That's what's
love
great.
it.
You can customize it.
I love it.
All right, now before we actually get to a deglaze, we're gonna go ahead and add the last bit of our Creole enforcements, Worcestershire,
Okay.
and hot sauce,
And hot sauce too?
always.
All right. Now you gotta ask. I gotta ask because I love hot sauces. Was there a preference of a hot sauce that you were using here?
For basic recipe building, I always use Crystal.
Okay.
It is my favorite, has a high vinegar
Yeah.
content, so it tends to cut through some of these richer flavors, especially with the andouille.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And what are you looking for?
Right now, we're looking at cooking down these vegetables until they're just a little soft.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and turn this up just a little bit. We don't want them completely soft or mushy. We want them to have a little bit of a bite.
Okay.
So en croûte
Okay.
would be the cooking term for that. So that after we boil it down with the arborio and the stock, there's still a little bit of tooth to the vegetable.
Right on. I like it.
So there you go.
Very good. So what's the next step then?
Next step is, before we deglaze, we're gonna go ahead and toss in our rice.
Okay. What type of rice are you using?
This is our arborio rice. It's from Vigo. I just
Okay.
spilt it all over the place, which is rad. We toss it in, and the reason we toss it in dry before we add stock is we're gonna take all the juice, kind of suck it up into the kernel of that rice.
on.
Also, to keep it al dente, so it's not complete mush when you're done cooking it,
Okay.
we're kind of cooking the outer cell wall. So it has a little bit of toughness.
Toughness
so that,
behind it,
yeah,
okay.
as we start introducing stocks and everything else, it'll have something firm there.
Now, this is a non-negotiable that you have to use this as the rice, though. Or can you?
For risotto, yes, it's only arborio.
It's the non-negotiable.
It's
Yes,
it.
do it. If you're gonna do it the right way. Is what you're
That's
saying?
it. You know, I mean, if you're making just a regular jambalaya, any sort of medium grain rice will work, and
Okay.
rich rice is
Traditional.
traditional. There you go. Thank you.
All right. Very cool.
And
How do
that's
you
it.
know that this is ready before you start adding liquid?
Okay, so it's going to be a little bit hard to see.
All right. Well, actually, because we got the Chef Jeff cam, so that actually helps everyone, allowing them the chance to see what's happening here.
You take a look at the rice. You can see
Okay.
where it starts to become translucent on the outside.
Yep.
And you can actually see like the little germ of a seed inside.
Okay.
So that's what we're looking for. We're actually making this rice translucent. And as you can tell, the pan's getting hotter.
And the liquid has been absorbed.
That's it. It's all inside the rice now.
Yep.
So everything from there, we're
love it.
almost ready.
We're almost ready for the deglazing. And what's the deglazing for then in this cooking process?
In this cooking process, everything that's not burnt but caramelized to the bottom of the pan is we want to pull that up.
Okay.
And the only way we can really do that is add a cold liquid to a hot pan. Pulls everything up, you restir it back in.
Perfect.
You know, and then we can start mounting liquid afterwards. But you can see it's getting hot. It's getting just a little bit stickier.
Okay. And what type of liquid are you going to hit the pan with then?
This will just be some standard, Chardonnay, white wine. You can use beer. You can use stock.
You can use beer for that?
You can use pretty much anything you want. You can use water. I don't recommend it.
Yeah,
Tends to, make your flavors a little bit more bland.
Absolutely. You got to infuse it. You got to bring a little bit more dimension behind this.
That's
This is
it.
a party right now.
So you can hear it popping.
Yep.
We're pulling everything up. Your pan should be clear. So every little bit of caramelization, anything that looks like it might have stuck, you just want to pull back into the center.
Okay.
Then even it back out. And then what we're looking for here is for the liquid to almost be absorbed completely.
And that will also cook off the alcohol content too, correct?
Alcohol content disappears, and then what you're left with is just a nice, sweet, fruity note.
Of
So,
what it was that you were adding. In
that-
our case, it was that white wine. That we
White
went
wine,
with.
yeah. Comes from grape. It's just a good way to punch it in.
Perfect. So what's next then?
Next, we're going to start incorporating warm stock. Okay, it's important. Doesn't have to be hot. Doesn't have to be boiling. A little bit of steam is good.
Now, are we talking a chicken stock? Are we talking a vegetable stock? What type of stock are we using?
We're using a chicken stock. If you're using beef, use beef.
Okay.
If you're using shrimp or scallops or anything like that, use a fumet.
Okay.
A standard fish stock.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to make this meal go even further and give you another idea for dinner with our Jambalaya Risotto. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs, where we give you great ideas for dinner and show you how to make them. Today, John Thompson, owner of the food truck This Little Pig, has been making jambalaya risotto. Before the break, we cooked up some sausage, the chicken, we added our veggies, our rice, and a stock. You could stop there, of course, but John's got one more thing before we're done, and I got one thing before you even start that part. I'm stealing a bite. Flavor like no other. Absolutely. Now, I gotta ask you, throughout the entire break, you just kept stirring and stirring, stirring. You have to just do that when you're making a dish like this,
That's
don't you?
it. I mean, that's really it. You want to keep
gotta
everything
commit.
moving. That's it. Don't walk away from it. Good risotto should take you about 20 minutes. You just want to slowly incorporate that liquid until you see it completely absorbed.
Perfect.
Then
Now,
add a little
is
bit
this
more.
the way that you like it?
I actually like mine a bit soupier.
Okay.
But this is more of a closer to how you would see jambalaya. served.
All right.
Would be a little bit drier.
All right. What's next then?
Next, if you manage to not eat all of this,
It's hard for me to
And
not
you-
try to keep going back for more. I'm not gonna lie to you.
and you have leftovers, while it's still warm, you want to mount it with an egg and some Parmesan cheese.
Okay.
Okay, mix it up, put it in your refrigerator overnight, and you get this arancini base.
I love it because to see how John made these and how easy it is to do, follow us on Instagram at Dinner DeeAs. I'm telling you, that's really cool. So what happens at that point then? And what are we doing next?
Next thing, again, in the spirit of uniformity and keeping things equal size, get yourself a scooper, pop it in your hand, roll it up into a ball, and then you'd wait for the next step, which would be to put in a little bit of flour, egg wash, and then some panko breading.
See, if you're not following us on Instagram already, this is the moment to do so because you want to learn how to do that part and you want to learn how to cook them. So how do you cook them?
Yep. Toss them in your air fryer. Should be about 12 minutes. After 6 minutes, give them a little shake. Make sure you're moving them around.
Perfect.
Then you pull these guys out.
Nice.
You have fried arancini.
I love it. Now, for those that are unfamiliar with arancini, what exactly is it?
It's a fried rice ball. Sicilian street food, basically.
I love it. I love it. So from street food to your home, this is where it's all about, because when we come back, we're going to taste test these delectable duo of dishes, and that's ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. Fresh ideas for dinner served daily. Today, John Thompson from the food truck. This little pig has been making his jambalaya risotto, and he upcycled some leftovers into these arancini. Dude, we got to get straight into town. I got to get into this.
I'm going to my favorite, right into the arancini.
That jambalaya risotto is out of this world fantastic. And these are dishes that you're cooking out of the food truck. How hard is it to cook in a food truck?
Well, it's cramped and hot. There's not much storage, but you work with what you have. Yeah.
Thanks again to John Thompson from the food truck, This Little Pig. And to find out where he's going to be next to support a great small business, there's a link to his website at our website, dinnerdiaz.com, where you can find today's recipes. And hey, let us know if you make it and what you thought of them. I'm Jeff Philbin. See you next time with more Dinner Diaz.